somebody is already in here. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Sunshine, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a company update, and I'm going to be answering some of your questions or responding to some of the questions that I've been asked or we've been asked in our group. So I'm going to give it a few moments for you guys to come in. What's up, 302 Dre? You're the first one in here. So happy Sunday. And I finally read right before I did the live, it told me to turn my camera to landscape. So I'm glad that I get to finally get back to landscape view, because at first my lives were doing portrait style and I hated that. So as you guys are coming in, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. I don't know how many people are going to see this Sunday video. I don't know how many drivers are up. Somebody, one of my drivers just, owner operators just text me, "Are you bored?" No, I'm not bored. But I am doing a video and it's not gonna be too long because I haven't had breakfast this morning and I'm feeling a little bit dehydrated for some reason. But so this video isn't going to be too long. I just want to step in and give you guys an update and answer some of the questions. And what else? I forgot what I titled this video. Let me switch. Give me a second. I'm getting ready to switch and look for my live video on YouTube so I can be able to read your comments at the same time. Give me a second. So while I'm looking for this, I'm just gonna let you guys know we are at over 1,000 members in our Facebook group. So that's awesome. Don't mind the video play back here. No, that's not the video. Here we go. I'm gonna turn the volume down. 1 second. Q&A, yeah, business update. Lord, muted. Okay, how do I get to the live chat? Oh, it's over here. Okay, 1 second. Got it. First. Okay. So, before, oh Lord, I'm going to answer that question, water sniper, in a second. I didn't want to turn my video towards that, but I will answer that question. Good morning to everybody. Before I start talking about our business and what we have done, I would like to first give a shout out to some other fellow YouTubers. I want to give a shout out to Lynwood Trucking with Frenchy and Red. Let me tell you, Frenchy and Red, him and his wife are hilarious. As I get through my day, I watch their videos and they are hilarious. They, you won't see their faces on their videos. Oh, make sure you go to their channel and make sure you like it and subscribe to their channel. If you are a trucker and you like watching trucking videos while looking for something to do while you bypass your time or occupy your time or just pass time in your truck, definitely check out Frenchy and Red. They are hilarious. If you have something that with your YouTube channel and you're doing something that's like out of the blue, they will address you, they will address it, and they add comedy to it, so they're really funny. So I've been watching their videos lately, like, oh Lord, they're hilarious. So check out Frenchy and Red. It's the name of their channel is Lynwood Trucking with Frenchy and Red, and that's Lynwood as in LYNNWOOD. I will actually put it in my description box after I finish this video. But I'm doing it again. Let me move this over. Give me a second. Uh-oh. We gotta cry. She's like, I don't know if we want you to do this video today. So, give me a second. Whew. I'm actually going to be doing this video and making a bottle at the same time. So I'm going to be answering some of your questions. Somebody asked the question, or you know what? I'm going to listen to one of my subscribers there, and they said, how about you give your updates before you answer your question? So I'm going to give you guys my updates after I, while I'm making this, this bottle. I already got it pre-made. So give me a second. Y'all already know that I'm on mommy duty, so I will be responding to your questions in a second. Just gotta get her situated. Today is Sunday. Give me 1 second, because I suck at multitasking when it comes to like making bottles and stuff like that. And I don't want to give her like too many doses of powder. Give me 1 second. I don't want her to be milk wasted. Ooh, we got 34 people in here. Make sure you hit the like button and make sure you guys subscribe. That's right, Water Sniper. While I'm doing this, I'm going to answer your question about Carmisha Thomas. A lot of people have been asking me in my group, how come, or are there any updates on the status of her story? And well, my response is we pretty much did, as YouTube truckers or whatever, or truckers, we did all that we could do. We extended ourselves to help the family, and we tried to do what we could do, but we didn't get any more updates from like her mom as to what happened. You know, the last thing that I heard was that the coroners were leaning towards homicide, and that was the last update that I really got on it. And I didn't want to like press the family. I felt like if they pretty much wanted closure, and then that's what we'll give them, and at least we'll try and see if there was anything we could do to help them. So I figured the mom wanted us to put the word out and get information, I guess, so that because they needed assistance and everything. So we did our job. There is nothing else that we can do. Hopefully, I don't know what the results of the situation were, but they didn't give us any more updates. So we pretty much closed it out at that. And I didn't want to keep pressing, you know, the family, especially if they wanted closure to the situation. So to answer your question, no, I don't have any more updates. You know, that's the situation in itself is just unfortunate, you know. 1 second. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna move my computer over really quickly so that I can be able to read your comments as you guys ask these questions, and I'll give you guys the update first, and hopefully my phone doesn't fall. Okay, great. You guys do not want to see how I got this phone set up. Okay, computer, I see cat curse her out. Oh Lord. My sister is in here, so I got family members watching. So let me get started. Let me give you guys an update. So our business Facebook group page, if you guys aren't participating in Highway Divas LLC, we're at over 1,000 members right now. Our YouTube channel, it's fluctuating between, it's like fluctuating like 9,000, and it keeps dropping and going up. So hopefully we can keep solid numbers on our YouTube channel. Our business so far, you guys know that I posted a video, I think a week ago or maybe 2 weeks ago. I have to check the date, letting you guys know that we had 11 drivers under our company. And now today is Sunday, October, 27th, 28th, I don't know, check the calendar. And we currently, Highway Divas is now working with 17 drivers. I cannot tell you guys how how I can't even give you guys a reason as to how fast we are growing, besides it's none other than God, you know, blessing us with all of these drivers believing in us and owner operators believing in us. I didn't even think that we would get 10, not even, my goal was to get 5 owner operators by December. You know, that was my business growth, you know, projections. But now we're at October and we're at 17 drivers, and that's not even that. Like, we're still getting calls. We're still like getting drivers, owner operators calling us saying, hey, we want to be on your team. And it's been a blessing. I see someone, so my computer for some reason must be slow or lag because it's not pulling down your questions. So I see that someone is answering the computer is slow, so I'm probably gonna have to do like I usually do and play it on my phone. Let me see. All messages are visible. Okay, great. So we have 17 drivers, and just in case, I'm gonna pick I don't want to pick up my phone, but I'm gonna show you guys in a second. Just in case you guys don't believe us, like, I have a board. Oh, you guys can see it. I have a board right here behind me, and I wrote every driver name, their truck number, their contact number on this board. So I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm gonna pick my phone up for a second just so you guys can see. Oh Lord, I hope I'm able to get it stable. So this is my board right here, and as you guys can see, that board is full. I'm going to have to use the board behind there to start putting new drivers on there. But that's pretty much how I do everything, kind of like the old school way when it comes to, like, I have to see it. Like, a lot of times when I'm booking loads, the broker wants the driver's name and truck number and phone number and trailer number. So what I do is I just turn around and look at it. So I put all the driver's information on that board to save me time from having to go through the computer and get it. But hopefully, if this keeps growing, then I'm probably gonna have to put the drivers on like a digital system. I do have my big screen over here, that hopefully if I can get, I'm not as tech savvy or whatever, computer savvy, but I can do basic things like operate printers and laptops and the basics of technology, but I can't do all of that extra digital where you see dispatchers having like multi-screen settings. But I am working on learning that because I know in the future I am going to need that. But other than that, I'm trying to pull these messages up. Thank you to everybody that said all of the congrats. Yeah, we got 17 drivers, which consists of, we have 4 teams, the rest is solos, and some of them are company drivers. And you guys know I like to give you guys, we like to give you guys some Sunday motivation. I want to share something with you guys, and hopefully you guys are inspired by this. It's not me, but currently I'm working with an owner operator right now, and this just blew me away and inspired me. And this guy is 26 years old. Let me tell you, he is 26 years old. And he does not have a CDL license at all, has never driven a truck in his life, and he is a fleet owner. He has 4 trucks, and he's 26 years old, and all of his trucks are doing wonderful. They're doing great. But when he actually, I like to spend time with my owner operators and talk to them and get to know them. And when I found this out, I was just blown away. I'm like, I have to tell my audience this because I hope you guys, that story will motivate you. Like, it doesn't matter. You don't have to wait 20 years down the line in trucking. You know, some people don't even have their CDL license, and they're owner investors into the trucking industry, and they're making money, and they're being very successful. So a 26-year-old I'm 26. He's a 26-year-old, and he has 4 trucks, you guys. So That's awesome. And not only that, this is what blew me away. This is what blew me away. All 4 trucks are paid in full. I was like, what? All 4 trucks are paid in full, and he's 26 years old. So you're talking about a person who manages their business, and he did accredit his knowledge and everything to his father, because his father is a businessman as well. And so this guy is awesome. So I just wanted to give, he doesn't want me to mention his name, but shout out to you. Shout out to you. I think it's awesome. Owner investors, we have a new term in trucking where you don't have your CDL license. You are an owner of trucks, and you invested your money into trucks and you place drivers in them. Well, it's not new, because there's plenty of trucking owners that don't have their CDL license. Now, it's always good, since I'm talking on it, it's always good to get your CDL license. If you're thinking about becoming investing in trucks or whatever, you always want to just get that license up under your belt. So you never know what may happen. Like drivers you already know the horror stories. They'll abandon your vehicle and stuff like that. But yeah, he's thinking about getting a license, but that's something to consider. Let me see if I can, that was my updates in terms of our business. We've been working hard. Jay's been working hard on the road, driving our truck and everything. We're actually considering, because the dry van rates are currently kind of sucky right now. They're kind of dropping down, but we've still been able to survive and persevere through these rates. But we're actually considering testing out reefer trailers to see if how that market is going. I've been looking at it, and we've been going over the numbers and everything. So we're thinking about testing out the reefer side. Also, that's not my last update, and I promise you guys I'm gonna get to your questions and everything. But we had our meeting this past week that just passed. Jay had to bring the truck home, and we had our meeting with the corporate office. So our agency is moving towards reefer and flatbed. So I will be giving you guys more information, because I know I get a lot of flatbed drivers asking us, when are you guys moving towards flatbed? So yes, the answer to that question is yes, we are. If you are a driver and you don't have any experience in flatbed and you're thinking about doing that, then they offer a flatbed securement class that you will have to take after so much experience. I don't want to give you guys the rundown on that, because I want to make sure I have everything listed. That way I can send you guys information on it through email. But yes, Highway Divas is getting ready to expand and move towards flatbed. So we'll do step decks. I believe every kind of flatbed except for the Conestogas, the one with the covers over them. But other than that, we will be offering that for you guys, and I'll be giving you guys more information on that. So we have a lot of stuff in store for you guys. We're currently looking for drivers as well, because as you guys know, I have fleet owners that have multiple trucks, so they're always looking for drivers. And if you're a driver right now, just putting this out there, if you're a driver right now and you are looking for a great way to learn the trucking business and as well as move towards becoming an owner operator, I always tell people one of the great things you can do is work for an owner operator. And that way you'll get all of your experience from an owner-operator's standpoint in an owner-operator's truck, so that when you move towards your truck, you will have that knowledge, So I have some drivers right now that I am currently mentoring, and they are working for some of my owner-operators. And hopefully in the future, if they follow a solid, path, they will become owner-operators themselves. So Let me see. Just gonna take a few seconds. Hi, Southside the Trucker, Water Sniper, Chucky wanna play. I don't like scary stuff. Let me tell you, it's October and I've been trying to watch Netflix, but every time I turn on Netflix, they have that scary music, like you hear like a sharp, like a knife stabbing or whatever. So lately I have not been watching Netflix because this is Halloween month and I am not into that scary stuff. So I've been trying to avoid it. Actually, I turned my Netflix over to the kids program. So we've been watching, Kat and I have been watching Boss Baby for the past couple of days. So let me see. Hey, Water Sniper, don't don't be throwing flowers at my sister now. Hold up now. She's off limits. It says, Alonzo, hello, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to all 59 people in this room. Miss Danny. Sorry if you guys see my finger in the way. I'm just trying to read your comments because for some reason my computer is not loading them. So now I'm doing it this way. Hold on one second. Yeah. Let me, not reading that. Sorry, you won't get it. I'm gonna figure out how to add the ranch where I can get people deleted because I'm not in a rush to do it because I hardly ever have trolls in here, but except for on Sunday, you would pick Sunday to troll my channel. Virgin Mary, not even, Lord have mercy. Meant to be trucking. What's up? Happy Sunday. Oh, another question. So I'm going to be answering you guys questions. Good morning, Quentin. Good morning, Kyle. Also, if you have any questions for me, our business phone number is 501-232-0102. So after this video, I'll be able to answer your questions. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can do it. Let me see. Yeah, remove, delete. I just deleted you. Thank you. The Truckers Knowledge Show. So, yeah, I just deleted, or let me see if I can block you. 1 second. I'm just going to put you in timeout because that's what it's offering me. Oh, it says I can make a moderator. So give me a second. Maybe that's how you do it. 1 second. Alrighty then. So there you go. The Truckers Knowledge Show. You are a moderator. I believe that's how you give the wrenches to everybody. So comment, Truckers Knowledge Show, comment so I can see if you get the wrench. It says let me be your mod, I will help. Yeah, he got a wrench. Let's see, Kyle. Bam, I'm giving out wrenches today, y'all. But anyway. Oh Lord, somebody just called me a thought. Let me tell you guys something. I've been called every name in the book, so there is nothing you can call me that's gonna bring me out of my character or anything. So tried it. Thanks for coming in on Sunday. Lord have mercy. Does anybody have any questions aside from these comments that I'm getting today? This is a surprise. You guys are funny. Oh, somebody was asking me in the group. That about team driving and how was it, what were the challenges of team driving, and I wanted to answer. We didn't really have too much of an answer because the challenges is really simple stuff. Like for us, it's driving whoever has to take the night shift. So Jay was saying like his challenge was doing night shift, but me, I'm a night driver. I actually like driving at night, especially when you're teaming. That way, if something happens, if something happens, let's say you break down. I don't like driving at night solo, because if you break down like on some weird road or whatever, then you're by yourself. But when you're team driving, it's fun, it's cool driving at night, because if something happens, at least you have somebody in a truck with you that's out there with you that can support. But when it came for me team driving, this is what I would suggest to sum that up. Because when you team drive, make sure that the person that you go out, before you even team with this person, and I'm not talking about the instructors that have the trainees on the truck with you. I'm talking about the people that are already skilled drivers and they're deciding to team together. If you're going to team drive, make sure that both of you have your game plans out on the table from day one, as far as, is this person, are you doing it, the goal mainly is for teaming, you want to make some money. So make sure that this person can carry their end of the stick. Now, me personally, when me and Jay were teaming, he can drive way more miles than me. So the only thing that I could do was do my best. But the main problem when it comes to teams is, I tell people, whatever relationship that you have with that person before you go out on the road is going to multiply times 10 in that small space. So if you have a bad relationship where, let's say, you and this person disagree all the time, then when you get in that truck in that small space, is going to multiply times 10, because now you have to be around this person all the time, and it just makes disagreements just blow up. So one of the reasons why me and Jay can't really say or talk about challenges too much or disagreements is because we already had a great relationship before we started teaming. So when we got out there on the road, it multiplied. So when we got into situations, we instantly supported each other and helped each other. Like, if I can't, I remember one time I couldn't crank the trailer. It was so heavy. We were hauling like a 45,000 pound load, and it was so heavy that I couldn't crank the trailer, and he had to get out and crank it. But if you are driving with a team driver and y'all don't get along, or y'all are mad at each other and you need some help, that's gonna waste time, and she is not gonna want to help you, and it becomes a problem. It says, I get that problem all the time. No problem. Good morning. So, I mean, I hope you guys know that you can put the gear in a lower gear, but this particular trailer was just, they had it on one of those yards where the trailer was already sunk down into the gravel. It was on uneven pavement, an older trailer. So you cannot team with someone that y'all are like already on edge and barely get along. Make sure that y'all get along and your communication skills are A1, because even sometimes dispatchers will create a problem for you that has nothing to do with, not the driver's fault, but just trucking alone. When you're out there, you go through things like the shipper, somebody at the shipping and receiving office may give you an attitude or maybe giving you a hard time. So if all of these people are giving you a hard time, it can cause you to just be frustrated, and you may sometimes take your anger out on your partner, your driver, your team driver. So you need to already have, if you're gonna team drive, you need to team with a person that you already have a good relationship with, and you get along, and you don't fuss and fight and argue a lot, which I know husband and wife teams that the only way that they can actually get things done is by fussing and fighting. But that's a whole different thing when it comes to a husband and wife, because you have husband and wives that they've been fighting for years, but they've been married for over 30 years. But if you try and say something about it or address it, they may tag team up on you. So I'm not even talking about the husband and wife teams. I'm talking about the, hey, what's up? You want a team? Let's make some money. Make sure that you have a good relationship with people and make with your team person, and make sure they are not lazy, because the worst thing, that's the most common complaint ever, is when you're teaming with a trucker, someone, and they're not carrying their end of the weight. If you're doing 700 miles a day, don't expect them to copy that. If they can at least do over 500, I would say if I was the team, you have to be able to do over 500 miles. If you can't do 500 miles, then I don't want you on my truck with me, because when I team, I'm ready to make some money. Speaking of teams, one second. Speaking of teams, the reason why I'm wearing this shirt today, it's TLI, is because this is, shout out to TLI. We didn't shout, Jay and I never really mentioned this company a lot, but this is the company that really hires teams. This is the company that allowed us to save up our money and get into our truck right now. So if you are thinking about team driving or looking for companies that will give you the miles, when I say TLI will give you the miles, they will give you the miles. Our run that we did with TLI was going from West Memphis, Arkansas to like Henderson, Colorado. We did back and forth. We did a relay critical run back and forth, and we was one of the top teams on the company. We would get to our destinations where on time schedules that they wouldn't give us much time, and we would still have 4 hours on our clock left over because we were really good with time management. We understood each other. Sometimes we had our time management down. Like Jay would be taking a shower, I would be getting the food. When he's done with his shower or whatever, I'm in a shower, he's fueling up, whatever. You have to make sure that you coordinate stuff with your driver so that you can make money. The more organized you are, and the more organized you are with your team driver, the more money you will make, because we didn't mess around. We weren't shopping in truck stops, looking at stuff. We didn't waste time, and we made money. So that's something to answer your question. Leasing Herbert Gray, they do not lease trucks to you, because a lot of people ask that, but I do have a list of leasing companies that will lease you a truck. They might require a down payment, but if they're not like let me say KLM, where if you go there, like a walkaway lease program. So no, you have to save up your money and go to a leasing company and get you a truck and then lease it on to Great White, because they don't offer like a lease purchase, But other than that, I can send you a list of the recommended leasing companies that they work with. If you want that, send me an email. By the way, I haven't set my email yet. It's sunshine@highwaydivas.com, and the phone number again is 501-232-0102. Somebody is knocked out over here, so we are Gucci. Okay, I'm trying to bring up my chats really quickly. Now I'm gonna spend, we've been 30 minutes into the time, so I'm gonna spend this time answering some of your questions. It says, are you a trucking company? What percentage do you pay? I am an agency. We are an agency. So Highway Divas is an agency. We work with a company we're under a company called Great White, and what you do they employ or lease on owner operator. So if you are an owner operator, you lease your truck on to Great White, and we manage it. Unblock this. I don't have them blocked, Jay. What? I don't have this be trucking blocked. That must have been an accident of me touching the screen, but I don't have them blocked. I'm gonna have to check that out in a second, but they're definitely not blocked. Lord have mercy. I just learned how to block people today, so If you can check, then check. Are you at the Walmart? No, I'm not at the Walmart distribution center, but that Walmart, why are you at the Walmart distribution center? Because that distribution center is right near my house. So I just put in any location, random location near me, but that's where we're near. Oh, okay. I got it. Got it. 1 second. Hey, Kyle, you can't be blocking. Kyle, you can't be blocking blocking my friends. You can't be blocking people that we're cool with, especially this be trucking. Did you block this be trucking? Let me see. 1 second. Oh, heck no. I moved. Hey, I gotta remove you, dude. Lord, look, my first day giving out wrenches, I probably gave a wrench, put a wrench right into the hands of a troll. So sorry if you guys, I just removed him as moderator. Jay is going to be the only, this is hilarious. Jay is going to be the only moderator because Kyle apparently is blocking people that he does not like. So we removed him. Everybody, he said one, I didn't know you said you were good. It sounded like you said I am God, and that right there is a no. So thank you for being here, Kyle, but you can't be blocking my friends, dude. But other than that, thank you for the time that you did spend blocking people. Let me see. This is hilarious. Okay, we got 66 people in here. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. I gave you guys the update. Right. Like Lord, he said he feeling like Donald Trump with power. I am so sorry, you guys. This guy is crazy, but Lord have mercy. We just going to, if you guys got blocked, it wasn't us, it was Kyle. So go after him. Lord have mercy. I am so sorry, guys. But I'm gonna answer you guys questions. If you guys answered a question and it caused you to get blocked, then you please re-ask the questions. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. What a Sunday. Hope you guys are doing great on this Sunday morning. I don't have too much to do. The weekends, I don't hear from my owner operators. A lot of you guys know owner operators do not like being micromanaged. So it's very quiet today because they have it. They're used to running their business. So everybody's out doing them, although it seems like a lot. But my busiest days throughout the week, if you are going to call me, my busiest days throughout the week is Monday and Fridays. So if you have really or long answered questions, make sure you try to call me between Tuesday and Thursday. Let's see. Lord have mercy. He is crazy. I ended up giving a wrench to a troll. Lord have mercy. Y'all know, I just told y'all at the beginning of this video that I wasn't that savvy when it comes to this technology, and I didn't place the wrench in the hands of a troll. Lord forgive me. Questions. How do I keep the questions up on there instead of constantly scrolling? What's up, random reviews? Can you make me a mod? I'm not a troll. Well, I'm gonna give it a timeout, random. I'm gonna give it a timeout because I don't want to make another person a troll and they turn out to be just like Kyle. No offense, but that was hilarious. So we're going to leave Jay as the moderator. If I see someone that I always see in my live videos, I'll probably give them the wrench, and let them moderate. But so stick around and you'll be it says if you make me a mod, I'd get you 100 viewers in 5 minutes. Well, I don't have any that many trolls in here, so I don't think we need too many moderators. I don't want to be like all like throwing everybody wrenches. Any questions? Do you guys have any questions for us? Also, if you want if you are an owner investor or an owner operator and you want me to send you a truck profit analysis sheet, then email me sunshine@highwaydivas.com. I put it together for some of my other owner investors or owner operators. So if you want me to send you information on my agency and the truck profit analysis sheet, just send me an email and in the subject line put truck profit and I'll send it to you after I get done with this video. Learn to drive a truck. I started last week with Great White. I drive for owner op. They gave me an agent. I thought I would be able to book my loads myself. See, that's one of the things that I offer under my agency. So you need to give me a call, Lorenzo, and I will gladly break it down to you, the differences between agencies. So give me a call as soon as you can. Please tell us about the logistics involved in owner-operator truck profit analysis sheet. So basically what the truck profit analysis sheet is I should have printed it out before the video, but it's a breakdown giving you the minimum, which is, let me tell you something, most drivers or most owner-operators, their minimum goal is not to the company, not to Great White, but to their truck, to their actual business. Their minimum goal is $5,000, right? In gross revenue before expenses and everything is taken out. So what I did was put together a sheet that goes anywhere between $5,000 to $7,000. And what it's doing is giving you the breakdown of your truck note. You should know, as an owner operator, you should know all of your overhead costs to running your truck. So this sheet gives you a breakdown of RO agencies, fixed fees like bobtail insurance, occupational accident, your e-log system, all of the fixed cost fees. So you can take this truck profit analysis sheet and all you have to do is insert your truck note, how much you pay weekly, because some of our owner operators pay monthly, but you can insert how much do you pay weekly, break it down into a weekly payment, and you'll know what your weekly fixed cost is. And based on those numbers, you'll be able to calculate after expenses, like fuel and everything, and those are estimated numbers based on the common usage, and I based it off of a 3,000 mile week. Although over here we do not make money off of miles, we go after the least amount of miles for the most money. But also, you guys know, even if you're a solo driver, your goal, the same way owner operators shoot for a minimum of 5,000 in revenue, company drivers like to do 3,000 miles per week. Now, so I did it based off 3,000 miles and based off $5,000 in revenue, between 5,000 and 7,000. It fluctuates, and this is based on a drive-in numbers. Now, our truck, as you guys know, has been doing well over $6,000 in gross revenues since our truck has been running. So we are able to put it, see or predict or give you solid numbers based on our truck, but everybody's numbers are different. And it also shows you that if you are an owner operator, the one thing, or if you're thinking about becoming an owner operator, make sure that your truck note is eliminate your expenses and make sure that your truck note isn't too high, because you want to be able to survive off of you want to be able to survive when the freight rates are low. It also, the truck profit analysis sheet also shows you how much you will profit making anywhere from $1.66 per mile, all the way up until what is it, $2 and give me a second. I have it on my computer, duh. Let me pull it up so I can show you guys. Give me 1 second. How much do local CDL drivers make? I'll answer that question in a second, because I actually worked local before. Give me a second. Great question. Truck profit. Wait, let me just go to the file, because this computer is gonna look it up super slow. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Okay, let me see something. All right, so it's based on $1.66 to all the way up to $2.33 a mile. A lot of people are, the reason why I put it on a sheet is because sometimes when you're talking numbers, people are more visual when you put it on paper. So I have little side notes, which I don't want to pick up my phone because I'm trying to keep it steady, but I do have little side notes, and it'll give you basically our fixed costs from your trailer rental, your truck note, if you decide to rent plates. So you can go on this sheet and you can eliminate, like if you're an owner operator and you already have your plates, then bam, you can eliminate that fee and see how much profit you will make. Now, another thing that I added on here is because some of the drivers or business owners do not have they don't have a CDL license, they have drivers. So you can also go on this sheet and work with the numbers as to how much you are willing to pay your driver, and also see between $5,000 and $7,000 how much you will pay your driver. And if you made between $5,000 and $7,000, you get 3 different number scenarios of how much you will profit. So, and one thing about me, and I always tell my owner operators this, or owner investors, is I never fluff the numbers, put it that way. I always do it based on the minimum, because what I don't want is for you to come into this and invest your money into trucks and then you have high expectations and thinking that every single week 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, when you guys know, if you're an owner operator, that the truck rates fluctuate. What's up, Lynwood Trucking? It's Frenchy and Red in this. What's up? I've been laughing at your videos. You guys are hilarious. I've been enjoying your videos. At the beginning of this video, if you guys didn't catch it, some of you are going to catch the replay. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Frenchy and Red's channel. And once I finish this video, I'm going to hit the link, put the link to their YouTube channel under this video. If you guys want this truck profit analysis at the end of this video, make sure you email me, sunshine@highwaydivas.com, and hit in the search box truck profit, and I will send it to you. But I basically did a breakdown of 3 different number scenarios, and I did it based on the minimum numbers. You can gross in revenue over 7 sunshine@highwaydivas.com. Thank you. Random reviews. That's right. Correct. So you can make more than $7,000 in growth revenues, but I did it based on 3 different numbers, so you can see as an owner where your expenses are. Now, if you are the driver and the owner operator, and you're not an owner investor, then all you have to do when you see this sheet is take the driver pay and put it with your total weekly profit, and that's how much your business will profit. So for example, we pay our drivers percentage, and it can range, our pay range goes anywhere from 33 to 40%. it goes from 33 to 40%. And if you paid a driver, for instance, I'll give you guys an example. If you paid a driver, if you grossed in revenue, $5,000 to the truck, not what the company takes out or whatever, but to the truck, $5,000 after the company takes their percentage out, which is your goal. Then you paid a driver the 33%. The reason why I started it off at 33% is because nobody wants to drive and not make a minimum of $1,000. So anything up under that, if you're getting paid percentage pay, you don't want to make up under $1,000 unless you're like a student or something and you're learning, you're getting out, it's your first year and you're in your learning process. But other than that, you want to at least be able to take home $1,000. So with the 33%, the minimum percentage fee, you can make anywhere from $1,000 to $1,600, $1,700 or more, depending on how much you do and how you manage your fuel. So I broke all of this stuff down onto this truck profit analysis sheet. So if you are interested in receiving a copy of this, or you're thinking about investing in a truck, then make sure you hit me up and email me and I'll send this to you. And it's based on the minimum. And that is $1.60 running your truck. And as an owner, if you paid your driver based on this 33%, as an owner, you will be looking anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 after paying your driver, and monthly anywhere from $7,000 to $11,000 to $12,000. But keep in mind, you can make more money, you can gross more revenue, and this is based on the drive-in rate. So just imagine if you had a reefer truck or a flatbed truck, and keep in mind I did it based on the minimum numbers because I don't want you guys, I have people who watch me and money is not a problem. I have a finance guy, he's the underwriter to loans, so you have to be careful when you're putting out numbers, you have to be careful what you put out and make sure it is more realistic, because you have people where money is not a problem. They have the money, they can launch up a fleet overnight, but you have to make sure that you give them the real numbers, or else you're sending them into where they're gonna come in having high expectations, and you're not going to be able to produce those numbers for them. So this is why I laid it out in a 3-step process for people. So if you want this sheet, I know I could have turned the camera around and showed you guys this, but I would prefer to email it to you, and it's based on a solo driver. So if you add a team to this, you'll definitely be able to see where your numbers are. Truckers Knowledge Show. Let's see, answer some questions. We got 57 people up in here. Peace and blessings, Sandy. Hi, Sandy. She's one of our members in our Facebook group page. Make sure you guys join our Facebook group. We post a lot of our information. Jay just posted a video the other day on our fuel cards and how he's teaching you guys how to get a business fuel card without personal guaranteeing it, just using your business EIN number, the real way to actually get it. So make sure that you guys stay tuned or subscribe to our Facebook page, group page, Highway Divas LLC, because a lot of times he drops the information in there first, and in our group we are able to keep in touch with you guys and actually answer your questions and break it down better for you. A lot of our members call us personally, and I spend, if I have the time to give you guys, I will give it to you. I spent almost 3 hours on the phone with an owner operator female not too long ago. So if I have the time and I'm not doing, working, then I'll answer all of your questions if you call in. Let's see. Sorry, I haven't been able to get to all of your questions and comments in here. My phone is going pretty slow today, and I see Jay is deleting people, and if you are in here now, earlier I gave the wrench, I made a moderator. He was deleting all of my friends, so he's no longer a moderator, you guys. So sorry if you got deleted. It definitely wasn't us. The phone number, John, is 501-232-0102. 501-232-0102, and I'm actually gonna link it below. What are you talking about? Blocked him. Yeah, he's blocked. Business, not music. Hi, is it Tamilio? Tamilio12, what's up? Random reviews is in here. Good afternoon, Miss Sunshine. How's everything? Congratulations on everything in your success. Hi, Terry. Everything's going great. I was just giving you guys an update. I don't want to be repeating everything because I know some of you are going to catch the replay. I figured it's Sunday, so I come in here and answer some of your questions. Another question, I'm just going to get out the way since I see you guys are not asking questions. I'm just going to be answering questions to what my members are posting on a group. And my Facebook group name is Highway Divas LLC, Miss Denny. Another question that we keep getting in the group is how soon should you become, or how soon should you make moves towards becoming an owner operator from getting your CDL license? Now, this is opinion based. And it's not, I have to give it to you opinion based because you have to, everybody's mindset coming into trucking is a little bit different. Like me, I started this out backwards. As you guys know, I had my authority before my CDL license. So I can't give you my strategy because it may not work for everyone. Everybody is not meant to do things backwards. So if I was talking to someone else and not myself, it's not what I would do. I would tell this new student getting into the trucking industry, and notice I had to close my eyes because I'm visualizing. Your trucking journey should be visualized. You need to have a plan as to where you are going. So if I was talking to a new person that's thinking about getting their CDL license and they're thinking about becoming an owner operator, I would tell you your first year of trucking, year one, learn how to drive the truck. Don't try to focus on nothing else but learning how to safely drive the truck and make it through your first year without having any accidents, any hang-ups. Don't be jumping curves. Don't be knocking down stop signs. Don't be backing into trucks, letting off the clutch, rolling back into trucks on the fuel island. Don't be trying to jump straight into flatbed. Stick with the box. If you are not, stick with the box, the drive ed. Don't be trying to strap down big pipes and 4,000-pound coils and stuff on your first year. Keep it as less risky as possible and learn how to drive the truck. And learn how to back, for one, because anybody can drive a truck miles and miles and miles and straight ahead. But when it comes to backing, that's when your trucking skills will be tested. Sorry, Katy Perry, but I don't know who you're talking about. That it probably wasn't us. It was probably Kyle earlier. We made him a moderator and we gave a troll a wrench. So sorry if they blocked you. Later on, I'll go back in and I'll check and see who all was blocked and we'll hopefully try to get them unblocked. But anyways, what I was saying, your first year, year one, learn how to watch it. Make sure you keep the vision in mind of how you are going to become an owner operator. Do your research while you are driving and learning how to drive the truck. Do your research on what all an owner operator has to do to run their business. So your first year is learning mode. Your first year is also research mode. Now, another thing I would tell a first year truck driver is just because you're not jumping into becoming an owner operator, you can also position yourself to become an owner operator. When I say position yourself, I mean if your credit is not up to par, then you need to make sure that my owner operators are messaging me now, because we're getting ready to head off into Monday, so now they want to get stuff. So sorry if I'm ignoring you guys right now, but I'm sure this video is not going to be that long so that I can be able to get to my drivers. So start doing your research, start positioning yourself as a getting your expenses, get your expenses down. If you have unnecessary expenses that you're paying for stuff, which a lot of times, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, some of these truckers, or new students, they have never made $1,000 a week in their life. They probably came from flipping burgers and stuff like that, barely making $300 a week. So when you start making $1,000 a week as a trucker, you tend to blow up and start, next thing you want to get a brand new car with a high truck note and so many things. I'll scroll back up in a second, random. You want to get a brand new car with high truck notes. You want to show everybody that you a trucker. You got your headset on, you walking through the parking lot. You want everybody to know that you making money and everything's good, because trucking is that way. It will transform you. It will change your life. But once you pass that little phase in trucking where you want to show people, like, look what I did, now you need to cut back. I wouldn't even recommend that you get a car note, because if you're going to be, especially if you're an OTR driver, if you're going to be OTR and you're thinking about learning and putting that year out on the road, you may be paying a car note for your first year and you may not even get a chance to hardly drive it. So don't jump into getting car notes. What we do is, my car, for one, I'm very frugal, for one, and I don't even pay a car note. And my car, I call it my hoopty, my golden hoopty. I only paid $1,200 for it, and it's been going for a good 2 to 3 years. And so far, I just throw a battery in it and keep it moving. So lower your expenses. Don't try to live too high above your means, and don't try to live too high above your means, and focus on getting your credit together, focus on getting your expenses down. And the biggest payment that I would probably have is make sure you have a good phone service. So make sure, if you're going to invest in something, make sure you have a good phone service so that you can be able to stay connected with your family members and friends. But all of that, don't be having home expenses when you're not even at home. Like, you got the best cable channels. Now, this is coming from a very cheap, frugal person, so you may not have to take everything in, but these are some of the tips that you can do. So your first year, make sure you cut back on your expenses. Don't be having when I'm out on the road, I don't even have cable. I have Netflix. $5 a month, I can watch movies. But if you need more than that, then have it on your phone. Don't have your whole house set up unless you have a family. Now, if you have a family at home, then you don't want to keep them have them just, missing out on that opportunity. But if it's just you, then make sure that you keep it low, keep your expenses low. So first year, research, positioning yourself, and learning how to safely drive that truck. Your second year, and it can be started as well in your first year, but you may not make as much money. But your second year, you now have a year of experience, so you're probably going to receive a pay increase. So if your credit is, at this point, you're getting your credit and everything together. If it's already together, then you just jumped up to the next level. So your second year, you need to focus on stacking your money. Now, you can focus on stacking your money and you have to discipline yourself and you didn't cut your expenses down, so you should be able to make a profit. You're not living above your means. So your second year, you are saving your money, putting as much money as you can, or a set amount of money back. I'll give you suggestions, but I can't give everybody I can't just jot out, say, save $50 or whatever, because I don't know what your lifestyle is. So I'll have to hear you out first before I give you a suggested amount to put back. But by all means, you can't get anywhere unless you save your money. You need to also be learning how to manage your fuel. A company driver and an owner-operator has two different mindsets. A company driver has this express fuel card where they can just cha-ching and swipe and fill up the tanks and top the tanks off. But when you become an owner-operator, you don't do that because it comes out of your money. Now you're running a business. So one of the things that I would suggest you do is get into a walk-away lease, meaning if you don't want that truck, is not attached to your credit, it's attached to the company's credit, or however they got that account. But if it doesn't work out for you as an owner-operator and you need to step back down to a company driver and learn the ropes, then you can easily take that truck, go into their office and say, here is your key, this wasn't for me. But do not go and put your money down on a truck and then you find out it's not for you, and this truck is assigned to your credit. It's assigned to your credit, and now you found out that truck and owner-operator wasn't for you. So now, bam, you're stuck with a truck, or you can't even manage the business, and now the truck is on your credit. So do a walk-away lease if you're thinking about it, and I would say in your second year. People are already sending me emails on this profit analysis sheet, so I'll get in there. Walk away lease, meaning the truck is not tied to you. Most mega carriers do that. The note might be higher, but the risk is not as high because you can turn in that truck. Like when I was working for a company, I was able to go in there and say, here, I don't want this crap, it's too high, and I can't make any money off of this, and here's your truck back. And they'll just put another driver in the truck and say, okay, keep it moving, go back down to company and save some more. So get into a walkaway lease. In that walkaway lease, you won't make as much money, but sometimes you'll be on like a 1099, so you'll be able to save more money in a faster process. Now keep in mind, you do have to pay taxes. So don't be thinking, oh, I get to save all this money or whatever. You still got to pay taxes on there, but it makes you a little bit more money. I don't care if it's $100 extra besides you paying taxes. Pennies add up. I am like a penny pinching queen. So when it comes to like negotiating or whatever, if you can give me an extra penny, I'm taking it. I'm not going to say, oh, it's just a penny more. If you can give me an extra $5, I'm going to negotiate an extra $5 because the pennies add up. The dollars, the small change adds up. Why do you think companies like to give you like a 1% raise or stuff like that? Because those pennies add up, meaning I remember I was working for a company and they were sneaking pennies out of my check. And let me tell you something, I audit every single settlement, and I told them, I said, I don't care if you made a mistake by $20. If you add $20 a week, if you sneak $20 a week out of my check and do that for a whole year, how much is that? Let's see, 52. I gotta break out my calculator, because I remember this conversation. If you sneak out $20 a week out of my check for 52 weeks, that's $1,040. Do you know what I can do with $1,040? I could go on a mini vacation with $1,040. So the pennies add up. So if you can get another penny, take another penny. If you can save a penny, look at that. If you save $20 a week, that's $1,040 if you wanted to put yourself on a long track to saving. But one thing about me, I'm very good at saving. So that's different. But your second year, get into a walkaway lease and learn how to manage your fuel And what else? Learn how to manage your time too, because you want to make sure that time management and fuel management is you want to manage anything that is your biggest expense. And in trucking, your three biggest expenses is your insurance, how much your insurance is, your fuel, and your time. Meaning, when I say to people your profit is based on your performance and your restrictions, it is based on how good you are at managing your time, managing your fuel, and how cheap your biggest expenses is, your fuel discounts and insurance costs is, then that will determine how much profit you will make. And one other wrench that I throw into the situation is your restrictions. If you are a driver that will not haul over certain weights or will not go in certain areas, and these particular areas so happen to be areas where the freight is there and the money is there, that will also restrict you on your how much money you make. So your profit is based on your performance and your restrictions. I'll give you an example. I have a owner operator recently. I routed him. He was pushed over to me, recommended to me, and I got him a very good load, but it was going into PA, right? He did not tell me that he would not go into New Jersey, Delaware, or Maryland. Now, this part of PA that he was in those are neighboring states. And there was freight paying very good, within 40 miles from him, deadhead, but he refused to go into those states. So I would tell him like, hey, I see the freight is plenty of money, but it just so happened to be none of it is in the state that you're in, but 40 miles over here, you can hook to this and pull yourself out of that area and go towards the states that you want to go to. But he refused to go into those states. So when you have restrictions like that, not only that, but he also refused to haul anything over 30,000 pounds. And we are driving, which is heavy. So if you have those kind of restrictions, that will limit your money and how much you make. You know, and you know East Coast freight, if you going in, they're going to try to have you come out heavy because, you know, they want you to take as much as you can out. But that's okay. You can negotiate the rates according to the weight and all the bull crap included. I say negotiate your rates with all bull crap included, meaning if it has tolls, if it has mountains, or if it has heavy weight, if the lady in the shipping office has a bad attitude problem and you know it in that area, negotiate your load with all BS included, meaning I'm not going that way unless I'm taking this out and I know what I'm getting myself into. So don't take low rates, negotiate the rate and put in consideration what you are going to go through getting that way. And you can even tell the brokers like, hey, I know I'm going to hit this toll, that toll, this, so I need this amount of money. I know it seems like I'm jumping subjects because I'm just launching off stuff that's off my mind, but that's pretty much it. Your first year is learning. That question is so detailed because it's almost like a mentor question where you got to tell people your response, but you got to tell them, hey, I can give you the steps, but you may not follow it according to my steps, and it may not turn out even the way that I just put it down for you in a 3-step process. Some people just aren't good at, you know, following directions. So don't blame me for the steps. If I give you some tips or whatever and you use them and they don't work out for you, don't blame me because you probably did not follow them according to how my thought process is. So take it with a grain of salt. It says, I cry as I drive. Alrighty then. So you guys, I've been on this video for more than an hour, so I'm going to spend the next 5 to 10 minutes answering some of your questions. I saw some people saying, hey, you didn't answer my question, because I was trying to get my questions out as well. Lord have mercy. So I'm going to spend the next 5 or 10 minutes because I do have to get to some of my owner operators and answer some of their calls because we're getting ready to step into our busiest day, which is Monday. So, and if I didn't get to your question, you can call me 501-232-0102. Do not call me if you are a troll, because it's not going to end well for you. And if you have a serious question, then make sure that you call me, or if you want that truck profit analysis sheet, then email me, sunshine@highwaydivas.com. But let's go. What kind of questions do you guys have? Hello, Roosevelt Nichols, how are you? 5 or 10 minutes and we are shutting this down. I don't think I've ever did a live this long. Are you all only assisting owner ops? Well, earlier I mentioned not only that, we're also hiring. If you are interested in working for an owner operator, then that's one of the best steps to becoming an owner operator. You get to learn the business from an owner operator standpoint, and also save up your money to get yourself a truck. We do have owner operators who have multiple trucks that are looking for drivers. We're always looking for drivers. So if you're interested in working up under Highway Divas, then definitely shoot me an email and let me know that you're interested, and I'll call you and give you a better breakdown of what we have to offer. Leasing, so ATS, so I can save to buy a truck. That's a good plan. I don't know about that company, Nefty, but it sounds like you're on the right track to a good plan. The fact that you're saying you're going to use this company to save up your money so that you can get your own truck, that's pretty much what I'm trying to tell you. You save up your money through a walkaway lease so that you can get to the real, the dealer financing lease. So, and there's nothing wrong with leasing trucks and all that stuff, or dealer financing, getting your truck financed, because who has 50 and 70 and 80, 100 grand sitting up just can drop down and pay for a truck paid in full? And first of all, if I did have that, I still wouldn't do that, because you don't want to just it's just not a good business idea. Why get one truck for 100 when you can get two for 100? So that's pretty much my strategy. So, or you can get more than that for just putting down payments on them. So think about it. Unless you want one of those old school trucks that are deleted, and you want it for style and look, then that's a whole different thing. Alrighty then. I'm answering some of your questions. Hey sis, what's the y'all want me to promote Highway Divas? Hey Chris, Wash Music, what do you have available? What is your business? Reach out to me at sunshine@highwaydivas.com. Let's see. Sheffer the trucker, do you have any tanker loads? No, we don't have tanker, but over here we have other agents who do not tanker, but the railway. What are the railway? What are those trailers called? I don't know why I'm having a brain fart today, but they do that. And we do dry van, reefer, and flatbed. So, in the railway, what is it called, you guys? What is it called? The railway, the containers, container loads. Hey, what's up, Peace Space? Darius May, thank you. Containers. I don't know why I couldn't get that. So that's what I'm working on. I'm working on learning more about the flatbed when it comes to dimensions and height restrictions and permits and all of that, so that once we start taking flatbed drivers over here, I'll be more versed on what is required for the drivers, because and I will be looking for more experience. I would like to work with more experienced flatbed drivers, not new, like you've been driving for 2 years, flatbed. I would like to work with the owner operator flatbedders, the ones that already know about the basics of driving a flatbed, like the weight and cargo securement and everything. I don't really want to work with the newbies for starters, because I myself have to learn, and I don't want to be coaching you on something that I've never driven myself. So I'll be learning about the permits and the oversized dimensional loads and stuff like that And once I feel confident or comfortable enough with that, I'm still going to be looking for experienced drivers, because book work is way different from hands-on work. So in most of my experience, and the reason why I know as much as I know now is because I've already tried it hands-on, and flatbed is just one of those lanes that I've never tried hands-on. So I'm going to be relying on my book work, research and development, and your hands-on skills, and we can work together and become a great team. So that's what we're working on right now. Let's see. Love what you and Jason got going on. Very inspiring. How did you get started in the dispatching part of your business? I started the trial and error way, through having my own authority and getting trucks and having no choice but to learn how to dispatch the trucks, or because the bills were already rolling, so we had to get going. Hi Diva, I'm a big fan. Do you you know what, you guys, hello Cable. I am so, you guys are hilarious. Like, this is not the day for me. Fax number is there, what's your app number? Not your fax number is there, what's, I'm sorry John, my phone number is 501-232-0102. If you need my fax number, it is 501-235-3170. Yeah, you know what? You know, she's in my, I don't know where Jay went, but I'm going to make Sandy a moderator. She's been very active in our group. She's an awesome lady. We've spoke personally. It says, check out Tandy Lewis. He do flatbed. Is he on YouTube? Because I'll definitely check him out. I've been also watching some flatbed truckers on YouTube, seeing how they strap down their equipment and all their different scenarios. Also, I've been looking at hot shot drivers, because I've been getting a lot of requests about, hey, do you guys do hot shot loads? So that's something I'm gonna say for now, no, we're not into that area yet, but hot shot seems a little bit more personal, and it seems like you need to really know where the freight is and what companies do hot shot loads. So I don't want to jump into that, because God forbid, I don't want you sitting waiting on me to find you a hot shot load. So I need to do more research into that before I start going expanding to that area of the transportation industry. Okay, you guys, so that's all, you guys. I'm not gonna be here to answer any more questions. I'll go back and catch the replay and look at some of your questions, and I'll reach out to you on your personal YouTube page. And I'm gonna start getting back to my owner operators, getting ready for Monday. So thank you everybody, all 60 of you, for being here today. This video is long over the message, so thank you for spending time with me on this beautiful, awesome Sunday. And thank you for all of your support. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be instantly notified on all our upcoming videos. And that's all, folks. Peace, love, and deuces.